All right, can we just start with the health of Joel? Did you?
No, there's really nothing that I can share. We'll obviously getting it checked now and provide me the information once we know what's going on.
When you walk into that locker room just now, what was the biggest thing that stood out to you in this game?
Just the togetherness, it's always fragile when you lose possibly, and there is a genuine sort of friendship these guys have with each other. I think that bond that they have allows them to navigate through a period of losing. Ironically, we have a better record, I'm told, on the road than we do at home. And so perhaps, going on the road and being with each other, you see them, it's a spirited locker room, and they're excited to jump into January and continue their good form.
Knowing that Booker was going to heat up, what was your take from his play?
Just that it had to be a team effort. The attention that he received on pick and roll, especially with Joel or Dario, Amir, whomever, was usually two people. And I think that Robert did a really good job. We had foul trouble for a lot of the game, and I think 4 out of our 5 starters were playing with 4 or 5 fouls throughout the fourth period. And I think that we did a really good job. I think Robert was excellent on Booker. He is really hard to guard, really if you weren't coaching against him, he's somebody you'd pay to go see. I think he's got a real balance and a real ability to put points on the board.
What was your level of concern when you saw Joe hit the ground? Because that was a hard fall.
It's always concern. You get caught up in the game. You're just trying to win the game at that stage. And, it's always on your mind. The way he plays there's always a chance, and it's like with everybody, but him especially. I think the fact that he just hasn't practiced, the awkward moments, the unorthodox moments scare you a little bit more because of what I just said. But we'll learn more. And I think that when you look at sort of his plus minus, a plus 32, I haven't seen that before. I don't remember seeing that before. That's indicative of what he means to us. It was that time when he got his 4th foul, we took him out, that they went on that run when we were up 18. And so we'll learn more about Joe very soon.
Is he getting x-rays? Is that what he's doing?
I don't know. I assume so.
Given that you went 10-5 last January, do you feel like your team's at a good spot right now?
I think that we have an appropriate fear that we're not. I think the goal of trying to grow our program and make the playoffs is always there, and we understand, what really has to be done if you're to achieve that. I use it all the time as a way to say that is not of playoff standard, that's not going to get it done, or that is going to get it done. And I think that the locker room and the spirit and the work ethic, their ability to understand the development going forward and put in good days, and they do add up. All that normal stuff that you've heard me say for all my days in Philadelphia, it resonates. I think it's part of our culture, and they feel like they are getting better.
But what has gotten into Dario?
Whatever it is, let's bottle it up, market it, and we'll all be rich. He's a team favorite. You hear me say that often. The team loves him. And, with his broken English and his big heart, there is a fondness that we all have for Dario and a respect that we all have. And, him and Joel pairing up and him playing off Ben when we post Ben and finding open spots and, making the threes always is a great thing, him stretching the floor. But he sure is lately playing good basketball.
How do you think Ben handled all those extra free throws in the 4th?
I thought he was great. I thought Ben down the stretch. Down the stretch, we went on, I'm told, like an 18-6 run to close out this game. And, I thought we executed things really well. I think that Ben took control of the game. I think he was confident going to the line. I think he jumped back in this. He had a down game in Denver. We were lucky to win with him really not playing to his best. And I thought that him making free throws, him just walking down a game at the end and executing things, I thought he was special tonight.
What do you think about the maturity of all your young guys to close out games like this?
I mean, it's always stuff that keeps coaches up at night. We spend, countless hours like all coaching staffs do, on figuring out the best way to close out a game offensively, defensively. And I thought that our guys tonight were excellent, really, really good on finding things. JJ had a 3. We had a great play toward the end where we got Ben on a pick and roll and he penetrated. Ben at a post, he finds Dario. Those types of things were excellent for our group tonight.
Thanks, Brett.